Hello, Scorpio and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Today we are going to take a look at your week ahead tarot reading for February 9th through the 15th. In this message, I will pull a few cards from this oracle deck. I will then pull a couple cards from a deck for an overview message. And then we will get into the meat of the message, if you will, with the regular tarot deck. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, you are more than welcome to stay. Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They are not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs within your birth chart. It's really about the title here on this channel. So if there's something in the title that resonates, there's most likely something here in the message. I also pull a positive affirmation card at the end of the message for a little positive boost. And lastly, guys, if you do find the messages helpful, that it resonates, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below how it's resonating. All the love and support is very much appreciated, and it does help the message get out there. So I always say if it's helpful for you, then it's probably helpful for someone else as well. And just for a little bit of support, if you like the channel, like my style, how I vibe, how I interpret the cards, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel, share the messages with your friends. So Scorpio, there's big changes coming. I feel like this is having to do with a relationship. I feel like there's some resistance. Getting the sense that there's some resistance here to make these changes. This could be from your part or from the other person's part. On the bottom we have clean it up. So I'm definitely getting the sense here, Scorpio, that there's something that's lingering, if you will. I do feel like this person is, you have a very deep connection with this person. Maybe this relationship is ending or on the verge of ending. And you can feel it, you can sense it. I get the sense that you may be kind of panicking, trying to clean it up. And I feel like what the cards are saying here, Scorpio, is kind of just let it fall. Let it fall. So let's see. You know, everything does happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So let's see here, Scorpio. We'll get an overview message for you. Most important message here, Spirit, for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to see for February 9th through the 15th, please? About these changes. What's going on here for Scorpio? What's going on here for Scorpio? Most important message. Six of Autumn. It's the Six of Pentacles. Let's see if it comes back out. We'll do one more shuffle. So the Six of Autumn is definitely like, some people will interpret that as equal give and take. I feel like it's spreading yourself too thin, or having your hands in too many opportunities at once. Splitting your energy between two things, not all your eggs in one basket. Let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say for Scorpio. Most important message here, Spirit, for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to see? Okay, self-care, self-love, self-healing. So I do feel like there is some indecision, holding back, uncertainty. Let's see. These were the last cards out. There's a situation that you're having to walk away from, or that's ending here. Okay. I feel like this is causing some confusion. However, that's resonating. There's definitely a need here for acceptance. The Strength card talks about acceptance. It talks about taming the inner beast, having the strength to overcome these challenges. It also symbolizes finding a balance, and that's super important in all of life, Scorpio, is finding a balance. Not being too focused on the other person, but also not being too focused on self. Like, there's a fine line between love and hate. I'm sure you've heard that. There's also a fine line between interdependence and codependency. Whatever the case here, Scorpio, I feel like there is resistance here. There's confusion. This ending is causing a lot of confusion. Uncertainty. Is this the right decision? Is this the right decision? So let's see here. I do feel like there is kind of a need to just go within with the Strength and the Empress here. I feel like there's a need here, Scorpio, to kind of go within. Get clear on what it is that you truly want. What do you envision the outcome being in this scenario? The worst and best case. So that way, when there's an opportunity for a conversation, you can communicate how you feel about this. I also feel like there may be some inner work, inner healing that you're going to have to do, right? Acceptance of, I always interpret the Strength card as like acceptance of perceived flaws. Acceptance of those things that you see as negative attributes of yourself, but another person might find not so bad, you know, or it's not that serious. I do feel though here, Scorpio, this is very stressful for you. Very heavy energy is what I'm feeling. I also feel like there may be some like pulling the wool over your eyes. Getting this sense of hidden information. Let's see. King of Summers, that's you. Your energy, Scorpio. The King of Summers is the King of Cups, right? It's a very stable, very grounded, very loyal person. But the King, as you well may know, the King of Cups is somebody who is a master of their emotions, or somebody who is in control of everything, including their emotions. And I get the sense here that may be what's going on here, Scorpio, is I feel like you may need to kind of open up a little bit emotionally. Not to say that you are unemotional, but because of how you're coming across, because of how you're presenting yourself here, somebody may perceive that as distant. Okay, so maybe there's a need here to open up. All in all, though, Scorpio, I feel like what's done is done. Okay, I feel like this balance is going to come from moving forward from this past situation. I do feel like there is a lot of things that you've learned, a lot of things that you've taken from this relationship. It's time to let it go. Okay, things are ending here to make room for something new to begin. And even though it's causing a lot of confusion right now, Everything happens for a reason. So when I say that, when other readers say that, I'm sure it's the same thing. Everything happens for a reason basically symbolizes when things go awry, okay, when things collapse, when a tower happens, there were things that we were doing in our lives that we probably wouldn't have made those changes otherwise, okay? You had to be shifted into this new perspective. Now, they also say hindsight is 2020, right? So after you get through this storm, if you will, this confusion, clear these clouds, you will be able to everything will be able to align. You'll be able to see, you know. And I feel like it's on both parties. You and the other person, Scorpio, are both getting more balanced. Okay, I feel like there may have been a lot of toxicity within this relationship that you guys weren't letting go of, or you felt you had to keep up this facade, something along those lines. And that's all coming down. It's all coming down. So let's see. Let's see here, Scorpio. What we can see for you guys. Most important message here for Scorpio for the week of February 9th through the 15th. Please and thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of resistance here of what I'm feeling from the cards, okay? I feel like, again, there's some indecisiveness. It's confusion around who your soulmate is, who your twin flame is. Confusion surrounding a relationship, okay? I also feel like there's some indecision, a crossroad, if you will. There's a decision that's needing to be made here, okay? And I feel like if you don't make this decision, that's why the tower happens, okay? When we're not seeing the path that we need to take, we're not seeing things clearly, things will be shifted into that direction. When things are meant, there's certain things in our lives that are fated, okay? Yes, we have free will, okay, all this stuff, but there's certain paths that we're supposed to take, and we will be corrected to be put back on that path if we stray from that. I do feel like there is a past life, there's a strong connection that you have with a person. I feel like this is the person that's walking away. And I feel like you may feel like this is a person who's a soulmate connection, and this is why this is causing a lot of confusion. Now, the reason why I feel like there is confusion surrounding soulmate, or confusion of who is your soulmate, is because the Seven of Cups is options, right? I feel like you have a lot of options here. There may be multiple people that you have a very strong connection with that's causing this confusion, okay? But I feel like what the cards are saying here, Scorpio, is if you don't make a decision on who you want to be around, the wrong person may leave. The wrong person may leave. So let's see. Let's see here, Scorpio. Most important message, Spirit, for Scorpio. Seek more information. There's a lot of turbulence, a lot of resistance here that I'm feeling, okay? And I also get the sense here that there's definitely a need to take action. Looks like there's a battle. There's a battle going on here. A war is waged. This is going to cause a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. If this may have already happened for some of you. For others, this hasn't happened yet. But I feel like if you don't make a decision here, if you don't choose. So what I'm seeing, Scorpio, is there's a lot of confusion. There's choices here, a lot of options. I feel like there's a strong connection between multiple people. But again, you're in limbo. You're kind of still making a decision, uncertain of who to choose, okay? Now we have air energy, we have fire energy. We also have Virgo energy here coming out. I feel like a war has been waged. I feel like these people may have even contacted each other, and they may be going at it behind your back. I feel like there's a need to seek more information with the Page of Wands here. And I feel like because this war has been waged and you're uncertain, I feel like you may not know about this, or you may know some of the information, but I feel like you don't know all of the information. Somebody is going to be feeling victorious and somebody is going to be feeling heartbroken, and feel like you're going to be the one that's the most stressed over this. I feel like what this is saying here, Scorpio, is you're going to take control of the situation by walking away from everything, no matter what you have to sacrifice. It's the sense that I'm getting here. All or nothing. So here with the Hermit and the Nine of Wands, okay, I feel like this is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to be too stressed and you're going to shut down. Not going back and forth between these people. I feel like there's somebody else that may have already walked away from the situation, and that's what's causing the stress. One of these parties may have already walked away. Let's get a couple cards here for the advice, Scorpio, for you. Get the sense here that from what I'm seeing so far is just taking a step back and getting clear within yourself. I feel like you're going to make a decision to walk away from both parties here, okay? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, Six of Cups. Could be the past life connection. The soulmate connection is this air energy. It also could symbolize, we have the King and Queen of Cups, by the way. Also could symbolize getting clear on your thoughts and standing your ground. No matter what connection is going on here, you're going to have to be practical about the approach. You're going to have to there may have to be an apology that's made, okay? Feel like there are some illusions surrounding one of these connections. Very well could be this fire energy, but it doesn't have to be. These energies are fluid, so they don't have to be exactly that. It's just kind of confirmation if it is, okay? But I feel like here, Scorpio, all in all, there's going to be a need to stand your ground. Stand your ground and take your power back. Okay? So, we'll do an extended reading on this. Extended reading is going to be interesting. I'll probably weigh both. I'll look into both parties. for you, Scorpio. We'll be nosy, snoop around a little bit. If that's something you're interested in, you're more than welcome to join. Over there, we'll pull out the Psychic Tarot. We will pull out the guidance cards and the Soul Truth. So, Scorpio, let's get your Power Thought card. Most important message here for Scorpio spirit. What does Scorpio need to see? I see clearly. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. I see clearly. So, Scorpio, that is the message I have coming out for you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.